People shouldn't have to work to prove their value to you. In fact, people shouldn't have to work. People should want to work, and I want to work, and I do work. But it's like, no amount of working is ever going to be enough to prove that I'm not disabled.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That is who you're arguing with in the comments. That is the person that's demanding that they shouldn't have to work to receive a livable wage or guaranteed income or controlled rent prices or free busing or any other of the hundreds of things that they demand that you and I work for and they get handed to them. That is the person that is demanding a violent revolution and a violent overthrow of this country and of our Constitution, because that's exactly what he wants. No idea what that is, what they want. And they're going to try to get it starting on November 5th. So we covered this on our podcast last night where we showed you the leaked video planning the goal of the November 5th protests that are supposed to go on continuously in Washington, D.C., surrounding the White House, surrounding the Capitol building, and surrounding, as they call it, the fascist Supreme Court until President Trump is forced out of office. You see, they don't believe that they should be able or should be willing to wait until the next election to actually have a democratic election where you elect a duly elected president. They don't believe that. That person doesn't believe that. That person there believes that they should be able to violently overthrow the duly elected president and the federal government because they don't like the current Constitution. We used to call that sedition. We spent the last 4 years being called insurrectionists because a few people got rowdy on January 6th, one time for 3 hours, while in the next breath, that person will be calling for the violent overthrow of this government and the death of MAGA who oppose them. That's who you're arguing with.